In the world of Ethel, where the veil between the seen and unseen was thin, existed the concept of the source, the primordial, all-encompassing energy that birthed reality. The source did not manifest in idols or reside in temples built by human hands. Its presence was felt in the hum of the earth, the whisper of the wind, and the silent growth of the ancient forests. And from the dawn of Ethel's creation, the source chose individuals, imbuing them with a fraction of its power and a profound, often burdensome, purpose. These were the chosen ones. Their selection was not based on lineage, strength, or wisdom as the world understood it. Just as the ancient scriptures spoke of a people chosen not for their multitude, but for divine love and covenant, the chosen ones of Ethel were selected by the source's inscrutable will. Deuteronomy chapter 7, 7-8 echoed this mystery across the ages. The Lord did not set his affection on you and choose you because you were more numerous than other peoples, for you were the fewest of all peoples, but because the Lord loved you and kept the oath he swore to your ancestors. Similarly, the chosen ones were a diverse and often unlikely assembly, a quiet farmer who heard the earth's plea, a sharp-witted merchant who saw the imbalance in every transaction, a solitary weaver whose patterns mirrored cosmic truths. Their purpose, though varied in its execution, held a singular core: to be conduits of the source's will, to remind Ethel of its intrinsic connection to the creative energy, and to guide the world system back towards harmony when it inevitably strayed. This resonated with the scriptural calling in 1 Peter chapter 2:9, "But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his wonderful light." The chosen ones were called out of the mundane, gifted with insights and abilities that set them apart, not for their own glory, but to illuminate the path for others. Elara was one such chosen one. Her life began in a remote village nestled beside the groaning glacier of Eldoria. She possessed an innate ability to calm the raging blizzards and coax life from the frozen soil. The village elders, steeped in the old ways, recognized the signs, the subtle signs on her skin that pulsed with a faint internal light, the mark of the source's touch. They taught her the ancient chants, the ways to listen to the wind's counsel and the ice's memory. Her purpose, they explained, was to be a steward of the harsh, beautiful north, ensuring the balance between the unforgiving cold and the fragile life that clung to it. Her existence was a living testament to the source's power to sustain even in the most challenging environments, a truth akin to Isaiah 41:10. "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." Elara's strength was not her own, but a gift from the source to fulfill her daunting task. Far to the south, in the bustling, sun-drenched city of Viridia, lived Calin, another chosen one. His gift was the ability to discern truth from deception, a crucial skill in a place where shadows and secrets thrived. Calin, a humble scribe by trade, found himself increasingly drawn into the city's underbelly, where corruption festered and the weak were exploited. He could see the energetic cords of deceit that snaked around individuals, the subtle distortions in the air when lies were spoken. His purpose became clear: to expose the rot, to speak truth to power, and to defend the defenseless. It was a dangerous path, one that mirrored the prophets of old who were called to confront injustice, their words a sharp sword against wickedness. Jeremiah 1:9-10 came to mind when Calin felt the weight of his calling. "Then the Lord reached out his hand and touched my mouth and said to me, I have put my words in your mouth. See, today I appoint you over nations and kingdoms to uproot and tear down, to destroy and overthrow, to build and to plant." Calin's words, though not prophecy in the traditional sense, carried the weight of divine insight, capable of dismantling falsehoods and building a foundation of honesty. Ethel, however, was a world facing growing discord. A shadowy influence, a creeping apathy towards the source and its intricate balance was spreading. The rivers ran sluggish with neglect. The forests whispered not of life, but of weariness, and a sense of disconnection settled over the hearts of many. This was the world system beginning to falter, moving away from the harmony the source intended. The chosen ones felt this imbalance acutely, a dissonant hum that grated against their very being. They were scattered across Ethel, often unaware of each other's existence, yet their individual struggles and triumphs were threads in a larger tapestry woven by the source. Some, like Elara, fought against the physical manifestations of the imbalance, the encroaching unnatural frost, the poisoned springs. Others, like Kalan, battled the spiritual and ethical decay, the rise of selfish ambition, the suppression of empathy. Their paths were fraught with peril. The shadowy influence, sensing their connection to the source, sought to corrupt or eliminate them. They faced doubt, fear, and the immense pressure of their responsibilities. Yet they were not alone. The source, though not directly intervening in every conflict, provided subtle guidance, moments of clarity and unexpected aid. A timely encounter, a sudden surge of strength, a flicker of intuition. These were the ways the source sustained its chosen. It was a relationship built on faith and obedience, much like the covenant described in Exodus 19:5-6. Now, if you obey me fully and keep my covenant, then out of all nations you will be my treasured possession. Although the whole earth is mine, you will be for me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. The chosen ones, in their diverse roles, were meant to embody this holy nation, set apart to serve a higher purpose and demonstrate the power and grace of the source. The story of the chosen ones of Ethel was not a narrative of effortless victory, but of persistent struggle and unwavering faith in the unseen hand that guided them. They stumbled, they faltered, and some even fell, their light extinguished too soon. But for each who fell, another was chosen. The source's well of power and purpose, seemingly endless. As the imbalance in Ethel deepened, a prophecy circulated among the few who still remembered the ancient law. A time would come when the chosen ones would be called to gather, their individual lights merging into a beacon powerful enough to confront the encroaching darkness directly. This gathering would not be of their own volition, but a summons from the source itself, a convergence of purpose mirroring the ultimate gathering described in Matthew 24:31. And he will send his angels with a loud trumpet call, and they will gather his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heavens to the other. The story of Ethel and its chosen ones is an ongoing one. It is a testament to the enduring power of a higher purpose, the quiet strength found in divine selection, and the profound impact that a few, guided by something greater than themselves, can have on the fate of a world system. Their purpose, clear in the echoes of ancient scripture and the pulse of the source, was to be the light in the darkness, the leaven in the loaf, the living proof that even in a world prone to losing its way, the connection to the divine remains, vibrant and full of potential for renewal. And as Ethel held its breath, awaiting the prophesied gathering, the chosen ones, each in their corner of the world, felt the subtle shift in the air, the quickening of the source's energy, signaling that the time was drawing near.